Alright, what's up YouTube? Here to talk about the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, network special, whatever you want to call it. In the US, the only way you can watch this is by the WWE Network that you can get for free for the month of May and, June, July. They've been doing all these free pay-per-view months after WrestleMania because they're probably scared that all these people dropped off after WrestleMania. So, let's just get things going. First off, we got the pre-show with Miz TV. Dana Bryan will be his guest, and hopefully Dana Bryan has some good news to share, not bad news. Maybe he can actually talk about his injury, say what's wrong maybe. They actually haven't told us what his real injury is. They kind of just left it up for our imagination. When you leave it up to our imagination, we think the worst is happening. So maybe it's a concussion, some nerve damage in his arm like what happened last year. Hopefully it's not a neck or a concussion issue, but that might be it. So maybe he has some good news to tell us. Hopefully he can tell us when his return date is. Maybe the next few weeks, a month. Hopefully he doesn't have to retire. I'm pretty sure if he was going to retire, it's not going to be on the pre-show of the Elimination Chamber on Miz TV. So that's kind of out of the question. So that is that. So next we got the actual show. There's no matches advertised for the pre-show, but they might just throw something on there. Curtis Axel and Damian Sandow do their thing in the pre-show. I really don't care. So first off, for the actual show, we have Bo Dallas versus Neville. Bo Dallas has been getting a nice little push lately, revitalizing his character, being an inspirational one. But then once you turn your back, he's going to beat the crap out of you. So Neville's been getting a good push out of the gate since he debuted the day after WrestleMania. He's had a couple losses, but to John Cena, Wade Barrett in the finals. So he's had his fair share of wins, but he also had his fair share of losses. Hopefully this would just be a straightforward 5-7 minute match. Neville wins, hits the red arrow. Everybody's happy, and hopefully there's bigger and better things for Neville. So next up, we have the first title match of the night. We got the Divas title match with Nikki up against Naomi and Paige in a triple threat match. Don't know. I assume Brie is going to be in Nikki's corner, and Tamina's going to be in Naomi's corner, and Paige is going to be all by herself. So I really don't know who's going to win. It could go either way. I'm going to go with Nikki to win because I just think when Nikki loses that title, since she's had it for such a long time, I think it's been since Survivor Series when Brie kissed AJ when that happened. So I'm going to go maybe an AJ Paige thing where somebody debuts and it's like a really big deal, and then they have a feud, and then she drops it at SummerSlam or another pay-per-view. Maybe Charlotte, Sasha Banks, or Bayley. I think those three girls are the best women in NXT right now, and they're probably going to be the ones that get called up. Maybe all of them will get called up within the next year. Hopefully. I love all those girls. They're amazing wrestlers. And Becky Lynch, too. Becky Lynch is in there. So, I'll go with Nikki for the W. Hopefully they give Divas a chance, even though they probably won't. So it'll probably be a 5-minute triple threat match. I don't really know how you can do that. But they'll figure the way out. So, Nikki Bella for the dub on that one. So first off, we got a first Elimination Chamber match of the night, a tag team title match, first time ever that's happened in the Elimination Chamber. We have the New Day, the champions, going up against the Ascension, Los Matadores, Kid and Cesaro, the Primetime Players, and the Lucha Dragons. So how this works, I haven't really explained how this works, but I'm just kind of assuming that, obviously the two people are going to be in each pod, and then, two tag teams start out, and I assume once one person gets pinned or submitted in the middle of the ring, then the other guy has to leave. It's not an elimination match, because that's just going to take way too long and way too many pinfalls and submissions to happen in one match. So I'm going to go with New Day to win. It's going to go New Day, Kid and Cesaro, and then a drop-off at Lucha Dragons, and then another big drop-off with Los Matadores, Ascension, and Primetime Players. Primetime Players are probably the fourth. They're probably, Ascension and Los Matadores, no chance in hell that those two teams are winning. Primetime Players, a smidgen of a chance, but hopefully it comes back down to New Day versus Kid and Cesaro, and maybe they do this thing where New Day maybe runs the table, or they're the first team to come out of the pod, and then it's probably be Kofi and Big E to wrestle, and then Xavier comes in and says, freeboard rules, and then he wants to come into the Elimination Chamber, and then they do something screwy like that, and New Day wins. But hopefully Kid and Cesaro win. They're my favorite tag team going right now. So, go Kid and Cesaro, but I'm going to pick New Day for the win. Next up, we have the IC title Elimination Chamber match the IC title was vacated by Daniel Bryan a couple weeks ago when he had to do that little sad speech about his injury that he hasn't told us about, and he had to relinquish the IC title. So this is Ziggler, Sheamus, Ryback, R-Truth, King Barrett, and then Rusev. He got injured apparently at the SmackDown taping on Tuesday. I haven't watched SmackDown yet, but I assume he probably rolled his ankle or twisted something. Hopefully it's not like an ACL, or not. It's probably not an ACL, but hopefully it's not like a hamstring issue or like a calf issue. But rolling your ankle is no joke. I rolled my ankle and I was, it hurt me for like 2 weeks and, lingered for like a month. So that's no bueno. But maybe Rusev and Lana get back together. Maybe, hopefully, because Lana, really, if she's gonna have a long career in the WWE, it has to be as a heel. Because, she's not gonna be like Miss Elizabeth, where she just stands there and looks pretty for 5-8 years next to Rusev. She's probably gonna have to be heel because she's the talker and she has to, be the character she is. Because I don't really see her dropping the accent and just talking normal English with no Russian accent, and then she's like, "Oh, it was all a ruse. Rusev held me hostage and made me speak Russian and whatever, something stupid like that." But Rusev and Lana have great chemistry together, probably because they're not a real couple, so that probably helps them out a lot. But they probably like Lana being the babyface because everyone loves her because she's hot. She wears the skirt, business suit, whatever you call that thing. But I'm going to pick a heel to win this one. I'm going to go with Rusev. If Rusev's healthy, if he's in there, I'm going to pick Rusev for the win, get his heat back after losing 3 out of 4 against John Cena. So it goes Rusev, Sheamus, and then King Barrett, and then maybe Ryback. I don't think Ziggler or R-Truth are going to win. Ziggler's just there to be Ziggler, do a high spot, maybe jump off one of the pods, do something amazing. R-Truth probably is going to, he might start off the match and he'll be the first one eliminated. But yeah. So I'm going to go with Rusev for the win if he's healthy. But if not, I'm going to pick Sheamus. So next up we have the match I'm looking forward to the most, and that's Kevin Owens versus John Cena, champ versus champ. Neither championship is on the line in this one. So this is what kind of opens up the floodgates of maybe Kevin Owens winning. Because if it was a U.S. title match, or NXT versus U.S. title match, I assume Kevin Owens would win, because I don't think they're gonna have John Cena be the NXT champion and then him going down to NXT and facing people, and then coming up to the main roster, whatever that dynamic would be of somebody being 2 champions on 2 different brands, NXT and the WWE main roster. So I'm going to go with John Cena to win, but it's going to be by disqualification, by Kevin Owens probably beating the crap out of John Cena. They're going to have a nice back and forth match, and then John Cena's going to do something. Kevin Owens is probably going to hit his pop-up powerbomb on the ring apron, and that just starts the beatdown from there. Probably going to be similar to the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens matches that they've had. Kevin Owens just attacks, and he could win if he goes for the pinfall, but he just doesn't want to do that. He just wants to inflict more and more damage on his opponent. But so that's what I'm going to pick. I'm going to pick John Cena to win via disqualification, and this is going to set up their feud for another month or whenever they decide to end this, because apparently Kevin Owens is advertised for Raws after this pay-per-view, and then the pay-per-view after. I think it's Money in the Bank that he's advertised for. So see what they do with that. Maybe they actually do a championship versus championship match, or just a U.S. title match. So we have to see how that turns out. I have a feeling this is going to be the match of the night. Cena and Owens. People give John Cena a lot of shit about him not being a great wrestler, but John Cena has had more, great matches than almost anybody over the past 10 years. He's had more great matches than any other main eventer in WWE history, probably, because just of his tenure alone. So yeah, people might get mad at me for saying that, but John Cena is a great wrestler. It might not look pretty, but he can't really carry somebody to a great match. But if he just has the right opponent, them can they can have greatness. Like Daniel Bryan or Shawn Michaels or Triple H, The Rock. The Rock. He carried The Rock. If you want to be honest, he carried The Rock to those 2 great matches. I think the first match was definitely better than the second match, but just because the unpredictability factor. But that's another story for another day. So, John Cena win by disqualification via Kevin Owens beating the shit out of him. So, next up we have the Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And I'm sort of excited for this match. I'll be very surprised if Dean Ambrose wins. I'm about 90% sure Seth Rollins is going to win, just because there's money in Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, which I assume is the plan. Don't know if Seth is going to drop it. Probably he'll drop it to Brock Lesnar, just because Brock Lesnar is the hottest thing going in WWE today. It's just a shame he doesn't like being on the road. Or if he could do every single Raw and every single pay-per-view, he could, be a huge, he's already a huge star, but he could just make WWE so much money. Nice little sliding grab by the Oakland A's ball boy right there against the Yankees right now. I'm going to pick Seth Rollins to win, and we're probably going to have, a good 10 minutes of just, hopefully it's a good 10 minutes of solid action, and then the Authority comes in and they do their nefarious means. They might just, at the last second, be this is a no disqualification match, so then that allows J&J and Kane to come in and beat up Dean Ambrose, and maybe Roman Reigns comes down, because Roman Reigns, as of right now, I looked up, and Roman Reigns doesn't have a match on the Elimination Chamber, which is good. Not every wrestler has to be on every single show, so, Randy Orton's not on here, and Roman Reigns isn't on here, and those are two top stars that were in the main event a couple weeks ago, so that's good. Give the guys a day off, or I don't think Roman Reigns is going to day off. I'm pretty sure he's going to be involved in this Roman Reigns Seth Rollins match. Maybe even Roman Reigns turns on Dean Ambrose and he joins the Authority. Highly doubt it, but you never know. Just give Roman Reigns a little extra oomph. Maybe, be that great heel, and then he turns face, WrestleMania 33, and he goes on to bigger and better things, kind of like how his cousin or uncle, whatever they call each other, The Rock, he was Rocky Maivia, die Rocky die, and then, he was a part of the Nation, big old douchebag, and then everyone loved him because he was a big old douchebag. So, probably not going to happen, but I'm going to pick Seth Rollins for the dub on this one. Dub Nation, Warriors all day, beat those Cavs. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you do to YouTube video, do to this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links will be in the description below. Tell me what you guys think is going to happen. All the matches. What do you think Daniel Bryan's announcement's going to be? Who's going to walk out with the vacant IC title? What do you think about the Elimination Chamber matches? Do you like this format of just this random pay-per-view coming up out of nowhere? I've heard they're going to do more of these, maybe in June. They said that there's a thing that they changed a matinee show, because they usually have matinee shows on Sundays. They're going to change the matinee show to like a normal, like what a pay-per-view time would be. So, like around here, on the East Coast, I guess it would be like 7:30. Yeah, 7:30, 8 o'clock. So, that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Tell me if you were going to watch this, if this propels you to get in the WWE Network. Don't know what you guys have been waiting for. This is a great thing. Don't really want to plug it that much. But thank you guys for watching and all the good fun stuff. All right, too sweet me. Bam. Peace out.